Forgiveness is defined as the act or process of forgiving or being forgiven. But what does this really mean? Forgiveness is to wipe the slate clean, to pardon, to cancel a debt. When we wrong someone, we seek his or her forgiveness in order for the relationship to be restored. Forgiveness is not granted because a person deserves to be forgiven. Instead, it is an act of love, mercy, and grace. But what does religion teach about forgiveness? In the Catholic tradition, the Bible gives intricate instruction when it comes to forgiveness through many different teachings. Forgive, because we have been forgiven by God. Ephesians 4:32. Forgive in obedience to God. Matthew 6:14-15. Forgive others to gain control of our lives from hurt emotions. Genesis 4:1-8. Forgive so we won't become bitter and defile those around us. Hebrews 12:14-15. In Judaism, it is said that he who takes vengeance or bears a grudge acts like one who, having cut one hand while handling a knife, avenges himself by stabbing the other hand, meaning that he who is wronged should forgive rather than take revenge. Revenge is not a sin, although it is wrong. But if someone is finding it hard to be forgiven, what can they do? One of the 7 sacraments of the Catholic tradition is reconciliation, also commonly referred to as penance or confession, in which the faithful obtain forgiveness for their sins against God and neighbours. During reconciliation, an individual professes their sins to a priest, who acknowledges these wrongdoings and gives guidance to the individual, as well as blessing them and cleansing them of their sins. In the Jewish tradition, ideally a person who is wronged needs to devoutly apologize. Then the wronged person is bound to forgive. However, even with an apology, forgiveness is considered a devoutly religious act. Teshuvah, meaning returning, is a way of amending, which requires conclusion of the act being forgiven, as it is striven upon during the Jewish Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur. Forgiveness. Wipe the slate clean.
Created using Powtoon.